I keep running out of resources, so the only way that I can manage to fix that is by, well, connecting them. So in this episode, we are actually going to be running copper over into its factory to start its production. Don't mind the big old beast over there that decides that's his home. But we're going to run copper over there using trucks, run the copper across to the iron factory, completely disregard the iron factory, and then shoot it across over here to where we are producing all of our aluminum and alclad aluminum sheets and everything that we need copper for in this building. So sit back, relax, and enjoy watching me struggle to figure out how in the heck I'm going to get these belts to actually work and what I need to do to build everything. What's going on, everybody? So in the last episode of Satisfactory, we went to literal hell and back to get resources, to get specifically SAM, bauxite, and quartz, all brought back to this one building. So this building right now currently only has one thing being manufactured. Now, that one thing it's manufacturing is the bauxite. It's making, technically it's manufacturing two things. It's making the aluminum casings and the alclad aluminum sheets. Which, why are you should be producing, but you're not producing because you don't have any silica, because you're not producing because you don't have any water. Oh no, did I do it? Uh-oh. I think I was trying to see if I could, reroute everything into the same system and, utilize all those things together, and apparently that is not the case. You cannot just, pray that it's gonna work, because 9 times out of 10 it ain't gonna work. So luckily I should be able to just fly back outside pretty easily and get this thing back up and running. Right, I should be able to. Let's go boom, and we'll connect to you and connect to you, and we should be all back up and running in no time. Because I was reusing the water that was coming out of the system and just, tying it all back into each other. But if one stops production, then the other one stops production. So that's kind of a issue. It's kind of a big issue. So what was I going to do? Oh yeah. So now that we have these things over here and doing stuff and things that I want it to do, we need to work on getting one of the other main components. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a component, but it is most definitely something very important. So we're going to run a power pole Mark II right to here. Run a power line from you to you, and then do the same thing over to here. So that way we have power over here, because today we are going to be, I'll fix that later. Today we are going to actually be running copper over here. So we need to get productions set up. We need a bunch of smelters because we are currently running extremely low on copper, and there's a lot of things that require copper in order to actually work. So there's a lot we're going to have to do. I believe I should have some copper wires in this box. So that's definitely beneficial there. But I mean, to run pipes, we need copper sheets. To do pretty much anything, we need copper. Oh no. I didn't think this through. There we go. Okay, so with copper production, we're going to need to get some smelters. up and running. I'm going to see, hopefully, about getting the same amount of smelters that I had in the other one. Put a little bit of a gap between them. All right, that's a lot of schmelters. Wait a minute. Did I do those facing the right direction? Oh, you... I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So obviously, you know, I'm going to have to deconstruct and flip all of those. It's like it never even happened. So I need to bring power in here. I need to do all sorts of different things. Like, let's see. So if I come up here and I say, I'm going to go ahead and throw a power pole Mark II right here. I might be able to connect the two wires together. Ooh, I can. Sweet. So then I need one of you right there, so then I can run power from you to you. Now I should be able to run inside and run power all the way down. Wall outlet Mark II will go there. How many is that? 1, 2, and right there. 1, 2, right there. Right there. Right there. And I ran out of power. So now I should just be able to say power, power, power. Think that one. Yep, that one. Now that one. Now you are starting to become extremely annoying, mister. No matter what I do, he's just always in my base. Can you go away, please, sir? Trying to do things here. All right, so then power to you. Good. Now all these smelters should have power once I finish hooking up these power lines. Good, that should be all of those. Now I can come through here, run amok and say, hey, run copper for me. Copper, 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 copper. Wow, a lot of copper. So hopefully we should be able to run a pretty decent amount of copper into this building. It's going to be a lot of similar setup to the other building where we, to the iron specifically, where we have the truck station, trucks coming through, picking up copper, taking copper back here, you know, dumping it off, copper then being loaded into these systems, and all that fun jazz. So now that I'm here, I need to get my belts put into place. I need to work on figuring out where in the heck am I going to run this copper to. Like, where is the truck station going to be? I got to finish out the road. I got to expand the platform some over here. You know, do all that fun stuff just to get all of this stuff actually going. So that way we can get copper running and doing exactly what I need it to do. So give me a few minutes and, well, it'll be like 30 seconds for you, but give me a few minutes to be able to do this stuff. And all right, so after a little while, we now have all of... Go away. Oh, go away. We now have all of our copper actually coppering, along with our truck running and dropping things off. Now, I do have the tier 5 belts all active on all of this, so it is working pretty well, if I do say so myself. I would say so myself. Why aren't you getting any copper? That was interesting. I think this conveyor splitter broke. Let's try that again. Conveyor belt Mark 5, go. Why are you not? What the? Hold on, what? Splitter. Let's no. Don't scan for the iron node that's directly below me. Why are you refusing? Because there's a joint right there. I can almost guarantee you it's because there's a joint right there. Watch. Gonna work now? Yep. Working now. It's because there was that joint. He might just become a new aspect of our fact. He opens the doors. I did not expect that to happen. So now with this, we can put the floor on this next. We can put the floor on the next floor like that. So floor on next floor, done, problem solved. Now we just need to see how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them. So I'm going to need 15 things to go into the ceiling for logistics. A conveyor floor hole. I need 1. Yeah, that's good. I can space them out a little bit. 2, 3, 4. Nope, not you. Nice try. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So not all of these are going to go up and actually, you know, be utilized for stuff on the next floor. Some of these are going to go straight over to the other factories. So I did create what I thought was a pretty cool looking schematic. It's my idea of like a conveyor or passage, I guess you could say. It's not a schematic, sorry, a blueprint. Been watching too much Create Mod Minecraft. Right there, and then right there. So like I said, not all of these are gonna immediately go to like being built. Are you gonna walk through the wall or not? There, yeah, there works. Straight in. So, I mean, like I said, it's literally like 1 for 1 the iron building, just you know, copper. And I'm going to utilize the, well, I need to go get more of those sheets, the alkali sheets or whatever they are. I'm going to utilize the furthest ones, those last 3 or 4, to go over to the next area, which looks like I have 4 set up there, so that should work. I don't need to go to this floor. What am I doing? That's not the building I need to go to. I need to go over here to this factory, which I still haven't come up with a name for. So if you guys have any ideas or name suggestions for the SAM alkali doo-doo processing area, and hence the reason why I need copper coming over here. We are out of copper already. So we're gonna open up a hole in the wall right there and there. So that way we can bring 2 things of copper. Actually, honestly, 1 thing of copper coming over here should be enough. And I want to make sure that everything is going to match and work where I want it. So hopefully we start getting actual sheets here soon, because copper going in. Oh no, I have copper. What's going on with you? You're not producing any silica. Is that, why aren't you producing any silica? Because you're full on your ammonia, alumina. So you are all full. So let's go ahead and flush the pipe network. Flushing the pipe network will clear it all out and get it all to do its thing. So I'm not all too worried about any of that. So, okay, I guess I need to just wait until copper is done. So for the time being, we can start working on actually setting up our blueprint that I was telling you about. So this conveyor tower blueprint I created on my own. It holds, I think, 3, if I can get you to lock in place, please. It holds 3 belts. I was thinking of, you know, doing that, but I don't know if this is actually going to work because conveyor belt's too long. Oh, wait, hold on. I can do this because I'm floating. Conveyor belt Mark 3. That's the highest up it can go. Obviously, I don't want it doing that. I don't want it looking like that because that'll just look like a pile of garbage. And I don't want that. So let's go ahead and destroy this blueprint because apparently that's too far. And let's see, how far out can it go? Right there. So if I were to take architecture, small beam, and then throw a conveyor belt at it from here. Too high up. Wait, no. Hold on. Huh? Yeah, that's too high up, so I need to drop it down 1. I think it's down 1. That should be the same height as the walls. Yeah, just like that. So obviously conveyor belts are going to be a bit of a pain to get moving across this building, so or across to the buildings, I guess I should say. But I do know for a fact that they can fit there, so if I were to come over to this side, reopen this, grab a couple more pillars like so, I should be able to grab that, connect it across like so. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do this for a lot of different things because there's, or at least 4 different things, because that's a lot. So that's on the 3rd floor. So that's what, 4 more floors up, or 4 more walls up. How many walls in? 1, 2, and then the 3rd wall is that one. So 3. We need to replace it with a double conveyor there, empty, and then double conveyor there, right? Yes. That is our foundation. Well, yes, I do realize that conveyor is going the wrong direction. That's kind of a bit of a pain in my backside. I'm going to get these conveyor belts properly oriented, running across, and then we'll see what we can do about getting some sort of support, actual support built for it, and hopefully something that looks nice. So give me a minute and I will see you guys soon. All right, so as you see, I did get the conveyor belts turned around, and I got this little structure here built the best I could. I don't really like the fact that it's on essentially the road, and there's no foundation holding it up. Like, I could put these underneath them, but then I would have to get rid of that first one, and I don't have a half block to go there, and I don't really feel like dealing with that because that sounds like it'd be a pain in my backside. So for now, that's what we've got. It's got the cables running across. I really like the cable aspect. I think it looks pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe we can change. Okay, so I can change them to the copper finish, but it really does nothing. Yeah, none of those changed at all. That's really upsetting. I want the copper finish. But what I can do is throw a nice copper finish on all of these belts so they're nice and shiny. But I mean, we're slowly but surely getting everything connected. If we look, I came in here, I've connected these 2 specifically to go across to that building, which I have don't mind the hole in the wall, but I have the conveyor port set up on that side. So this one's going to be taller than that one. So let's go ahead, because I really like the copper finish on them. I did the curve belts for this so that it does a nice little curve through and all that fun stuff. So now I need to see about getting all of this stuff set up and ran across so that, you know, it actually looks the way that I want it to, with pretty much the same thing there, how it's got the cables, the 4 pillars. It'll look very similar to this right here, just this little portion really close together with the cables on either side spanning the long gap. So I just have to figure out exactly where it's going to land, which I think honestly it probably land about right there. So let's grab my conveyor belt real quick, run it across. I did that perfectly? What? No way. Not possible. I don't believe me. I didn't think so. That's what I thought. So with this, we can actually go ahead, click that, go all the way down, hit H, and then boom, boom. Now I can delete all of this. I really like this hover pack. It makes building up here so much easier. It makes doing all of this so much easier. Yeah, just like that. Okay, cool. And then we'll add another one there. Actually, we won't yet. I have a plan for that. Like so? Yes, yes. Aha. I do this. No, I'll deal with that in a minute. I'm not focused on that right now. I'm focused on showing you guys exactly what I'm doing here. So then we'll connect that one to there, to there. Oh, I did that one wrong. Go there to there. And then from there, you're going to jump across to that one. You're going to jump across to that one. We're not going to worry about that glitchy bit because it's a little bit of a pain in my backside. Not everything is exactly the way that I would like it to look. That's just not something that happens. Eventually, I'll get things looking exactly the way that I want them to, because right now I'm going to delete that and that one, and I think that one too. We'll do the same on the other side. And then we'll grab boom and go there so they interlock with each other in the middle and make a nice little square in the middle. So that problem solves itself. Like so. Okay. All right, so now that we have this ran over here, I can go ahead and get rid of that option. Come into here real quick, and then we're gonna drop down some logistics. Drop down some Mark III belts right now. We're gonna go all the way to the floor, all the way to the floor. And we're gonna go conveyor merger right here. Boom. Go 3. Like so. Not, maybe I'll have to do it like this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. So now with that, I can then take a belt, put it in there. Now we're gonna have forever copper running in as soon as we finish up this stupid copper on the other side. So we're gonna jump out of this building real quick. We're gonna go, oh, ow. We're gonna go over here. I really like how this is all turning out. It's starting to look so good. It's starting to really look like a factory to me, and I'm loving it. It's amazing. So like I said, these last 4 are gonna be what we utilize. So we're gonna do conveyor lift Mark III, boom. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now I was thinking, because for this, so if I were to do, yep, conveyor belt, let's do, what are you clipping into? And then the last one, I'll make it go straight to there as well. And then connect into you. And now eventually I will make it all Mark 5 over here as well for the belts, just solely, or just right now I'm not capable of doing that. I don't have enough for it, but I might be able to do. What did I miss? Am I just that stupid? How did I do that? You're supposed to connect there. You connect there. And you connect there, stupid. How did you manage to do that? How did I manage to do that? Nope, I will have a panic attack if I leave that like that. No freaking way. I mean, conveyor belt's too steep. They're being stupid. And then, yeah, that one connects to that one, which then goes into there. This one then connects to this one, which then goes into there. But we'll finish connecting those up here in a minute, but we should start seeing some copper running across the system. Look at that one all backed up and pretty. Those coppers are going. They are flowing, which means we do officially have all of the copper connected. That's going to be, look, it's going. We do have the copper that's going to be running across there as well, so that's good. It should start coming through here too. Yep. Which means our copper is going into our system. We have officially connected the system together. And I think that's all my brain has power for today. We did successfully get copper up and running. We did successfully get copper up and running, so I am very happy about that. And I think, yeah. Let's connect that last one there. You're not copper finish, are you? No, you're not. Copper finish, copper finish, copper finish, copper finish. I think I may make this whole building copper finish. I'm not quite certain what I'm going to do there, but we have successfully connected all of the buildings together. I think I might just leave this floor this large. Let's do, I think I'm going to do glass on this one. Oh. I would if I had the glass to do it, so I guess for the time being, we're just going to run our floors like that. Okay, cool. So we have successfully ran copper over here. Copper is coppering. And now we have successful copper being transported across. So I'm proud of myself for that. I mean, you guys got to let me know what you think of this. Like, think of all the build and whatnot down below. Because, I mean, obviously I'm interested in knowing how you guys feel about it. So let me know what you guys think about my copper build. About my copper belts and everything. Everything moving, everything across, you know. I still have to do something else with this floor. I don't know quite what, but now that I have copper coming in, I should be able to actually get everything going the way that I want it to, so it should all look good. But I think this is where we are going to go ahead and call it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed making it. I know it wasn't anything too super grand or anything like that, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take it easy.